Something is shifting. You've been feeling it. You can't quite name it, but you know something's different. People you trusted are acting strange. Situations that seemed normal now feel off. Conversations that used to be safe now carry weight you can't explain. And if you're watching this right now, it's not because you randomly stumbled across it. You were sent here because God is pulling back the curtain on things that have been operating in the dark around you, and He needs you to see it clearly so you can respond correctly. Stay until the end, because what I reveal at the end of this video will give you the exact prayer you need to pray in the next 24 hours. You've been too kind, too trusting, too willing to give people the benefit of the doubt when God was trying to show you the truth. And it's not your fault. That's who you are. You see the best in people because you carry the nature of God, and God is love. But love without discernment is danger.
And God has been whispering to you, gently at first, then louder, that not everyone in your circle is for you. Not everyone smiling at you is celebrating you. Not everyone praying with you is praying for you. And now, He's done whispering. He's exposing it, one by one, name by name, situation by situation. You've probably noticed that people who used to be close suddenly feel distant. Or worse, they're still close physically, but something in the relationship feels dead. That's not you pulling away. That's God creating space. He's separating you from contamination before it infects what He's building in you. And I know it's confusing because some of these people are family. Some of them are in the church. Some of them have been in your life for years. But longevity doesn't equal loyalty. And God is showing you the difference. Let me tell you something that's going to sound harsh, but you need to hear it. Some of the people you've been praying for have been praying against you.
Some of the people who smile in your face have been speaking curses over your life behind your back. Some of the people who act like they're happy for you have been secretly celebrating every time you fail. And you felt it. You felt the weird energy. You felt the fakeness. You felt the jealousy masked as concern. But you kept giving them chances because you didn't want to believe that people could be that duplicitous. But they can be, and they are. And God is done letting them operate in the shadows. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Evil doesn't always look evil. It doesn't always show up with horns and a pitchfork. Sometimes it shows up with a smile. Sometimes it shows up in the name of help. Sometimes it shows up at your dinner table, in your workplace, even in your church pew. The enemy is not stupid. He knows that if he came to you looking like the enemy, you'd cast him out immediately. So he comes disguised as a friend, as a mentor, as a well-wisher, and he plants seeds of doubt, division, delay, and destruction in your life while you're thinking he's planting encouragement. But God sees it. He's always seen it. And He's been protecting you from the full weight of what these people were assigned to do to you. But now the season has changed. He's not just protecting you anymore, He's exposing them. And that means you're about to see things that are going to shock you. You're about to hear things that are going to hurt. You're about to find out that people you loved were working against you the entire time. And I need you to be ready for it. Not so you fall apart, but so you stand firm and let God finish what He started. Let me show you what exposure looks like when God is doing it. First, He removes the peace. You used to feel fine around this person. Now every time they're near, you feel anxious. Every time they speak, something in you tenses up. That's not paranoia. That's the Holy Spirit removing the grace that allowed you to tolerate what you were never supposed to normalize. When God is exposing someone, He pulls back the spiritual anesthesia that kept you numb to their true nature. And suddenly, you feel everything. The jealousy, the manipulation, the control, the fakeness. It all hits you at once, and you wonder how you missed it for so long. You didn't miss it. God hid it from you until you were strong enough to handle the truth. I want you to think about this. There are people in your life right now who used to feel safe, and now they don't. There are conversations you used to enjoy, and now you dread them. There are relationships that used to energize you, and now they drain you. That shift didn't happen because you changed. It happened because God is letting you see what's always been there. Second, He lets them reveal themselves. You don't have to investigate. You don't have to go looking for proof. God will make sure they show you exactly who they are without you having to dig. They'll say something in a moment of anger that they can't take back. They'll get sloppy and let the mask slip. They'll do something so out of character, or maybe so in character, that you can't unsee it. And in that moment, you'll know. Not suspect, not wonder, you'll know. And here's what I need you to understand. When God exposes someone, it's not to hurt you. It's to protect you from what they were about to do next. Every exposure is a rescue mission. He's getting them out of your life before they cost you the next level he's taking you to. Because where you're going, you can't bring everyone. Where you're going requires trust, unity, purity, and alignment. And God will not let someone who's been sent to sabotage you walk into that room with you. Think about it like this. If God exposed everyone in your life who wasn't for you on day one, you wouldn't have believed him.
You would have defended them. You would have made excuses. You would have tried to fix it. So he had to let you experience them long enough to see the pattern. He had to let you feel the weight of their jealousy, their manipulation, their control. And now that you've felt it, now that you've seen it with your own eyes, you won't go back and try to restore what God is destroying on purpose. Third, he begins to show you the pattern. It's not just one person, it's a network. You'll start to see how certain people were connected in ways you didn't notice before. How they talked about you to each other. How they coordinated their distance from you. How they showed up together and left together, but neither of them ever showed up for you. God is giving you the full picture, not just the snapshot. And when you see the pattern, you'll understand why he moved you the way he did. Why he closed certain doors. Why he said no to certain partnerships.
He was protecting you from a setup you couldn't see. I've seen this happen over and over again. A woman will tell me, I don't understand why God removed this person from my life. They were so close to me. And then, 6 months later, she finds out that the same person was spreading lies about her, blocking opportunities for her, or actively working against her vision. And suddenly, the removal makes sense. Suddenly, the closed door becomes a mercy. Now I know what you're thinking. Why didn't God just tell me from the beginning? Because you wouldn't have believed him. You would have defended them. You would have made excuses. You would have tried to fix it. And in doing so, you would have delayed your own deliverance. God had to let you see it yourself so that when he removes them, you don't go back and try to restore what he destroyed on purpose. So here's what's about to happen. Some people are going to exit your life with no explanation. One day they're there, the next day they're gone. Don't chase them. That's God. Some people are going to reveal their true feelings about you in ways that are shocking and painful. Don't defend yourself to them. That's God giving you proof. Some people are going to turn on you publicly, and it's going to be humiliating. Don't retaliate. That's God setting you up for a public vindication that's going to shock everyone who counted you out. Your job is not to expose them back. Your job is not to warn everyone else. Your job is not to get revenge. Your job is to pay attention, respond with obedience, and let God defend you the way only he can. Because when God fights for you, he doesn't just defeat your enemies, he embarrasses them. He makes it so obvious that he's the one who moved on your behalf that no one can take credit for your comeback. Not you, not them, nobody, just God. Let me tell you what happened to a woman I know.
She had a best friend, or so she thought, who was always around, always supportive, always encouraging. But something in her spirit kept saying, be careful. She ignored it because she didn't want to be paranoid. Then one day, completely by accident, she found out that this friend had been sabotaging her behind the scenes, blocking job opportunities, spreading rumors, even trying to turn her husband against her. And when the truth came out, it came out publicly. The friend exposed herself in front of everyone, and the woman didn't have to say a word. God did it all. That's what's about to happen for you. The people who've been working against you in the dark are about to be exposed in the light, and you won't have to lift a finger. Here's what I need you to do in the next 24 hours. Go before God and ask him to reveal anything else he wants you to see. Not so you can be paranoid, but so you can be prepared.
Ask him to show you who to release, who to limit, and who to let back in when the time is right.
and then obey what he shows you. Even if it doesn't make sense, even if it hurts, even if people call you cold or unforgiving. I want you to get alone with God tonight. Turn off your phone, eliminate distractions, and I want you to ask him 3 questions. Who in my life is not for me? What have I been tolerating that you want me to confront? Where have I been blind that you need me to see clearly? And then sit there and listen. Don't rush it. Don't fill the silence with your own thoughts. Just listen. And when he speaks, write it down, because he's about to show you things that are going to change everything. Pray this with me right now. God, open my eyes to see what you see. Remove every veil the enemy has used to hide the truth from me. I'm not afraid of what you're going to show me, because I trust that you're exposing it to protect me, not to break me. Give me the strength to let go of anyone you're removing, and give me the wisdom to recognize the difference between conviction and condemnation. I will not be moved by what I see. I will be moved by what you say. Help me trust you even when the exposure hurts. Help me stand firm even when people turn on me. And help me remember that you are fighting for me so I don't have to fight for myself. In Jesus' name. The exposure is not the punishment. The exposure is the rescue. And once you see clearly, you'll realize that God didn't take anything from you. He removed everything that was taking from you. Trust the process. The evil around you is being dragged into the light, and when the light finishes its work, you're going to walk into a season so clean, so pure, so aligned, that everything you lost is going to look like mercy. Pay attention. God is showing you something. Don't ignore it. Don't minimize it. And don't let anyone talk you out of what you know in your spirit is true. The exposure is happening. Receive it, respond to it, and let God finish what he started.